بث على تمسكي بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم ودعاء إلى الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى مع لطف وعافية من رحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسأل العلم لدني مشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم نسأل العلم لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم نسأل العلم لدني مشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Okay. Set 2, right? Okay, so set 2. Set 2 from 1 to 15 ke all the way to 30? And I think I made everybody unable to unmute. Sorry. I from 1 to 15 or all the to 30? 1 to 15 or all the way to 30? Is it 1 to 15? Or 1? Was that? I can hear you. Was it? 1 to 30 for lesson 2? Ah, on 30 is it? So to this week you all ready for 1 to 15, 1 to 30? Are you all ready for 1 to 15 or 1 to 30? Okay, test 1 to 15 first, okay? 1 to 15. Alright? Okay, I'll let you have your words lah. So I'll leave the words here. I will just say the English and then you write down the Arabic. Can? So the Arabic is given to you, right? But you choose lah. Okay? Which one is the Arabic equivalent for the English word? Okay? Alright. Can? It's easier lah. Okay, it's the first word. Just test yourself in your own notebook. The first word, stand. Stand. For those who are more advanced in your Arabic, they have to refer also. Okay, then you can think for yourself what is stand. What is stand in Arabic? Stand. Okay. Second word, laugh. Which word means laugh? Don't look at your notes, just from your memory. And second word is laugh. Third word, sleepy. Sleepy. Okay. Fourth word, wake up. Fifth word, cry. Fifth word, cry. Sixth word, lie down. To lie down. Okay. And then, okay. Seventh word, Seventh word, sweep. To sweep. To sweep. Okay. Eighth word, cook. To cook. Okay. Um, was it eight? ninth word, to stay. To stay. Okay. 10th word, last word is to want. To want something. Okay. Alright. So if you all are okay, let's go back. So can someone tell me the answer for the first word? What was the first word? Stand, right? It was stand, right? The first word. So qama yaqumu qiyaman, stand. Have you got it correctly? Try memorize, memorize. Qama yaqumu qiyaman. Second word was it laugh? Did I say laugh? Okay, laugh is dahika. Dahika yadhaku. Dahkan, laugh. I think third word was sleepy, right? Na'asa. Sleepy is na'asa, yan'asu, na'asan. And then fourth word was lie down. Right? To lie down. Right? Raqada. Raqada yarqudu ruqudan. And then wake up. Istayaqadha yastayaqadu istayaqadan. And then cry. Baka yabki bukaan. And I went down a bit. And then I said sweep. Right? Sweep is kanasa. Yakanusu kansan. And then I mentioned about cook. Tabakha yatbakhu tabakhan. And then I mentioned about stay. Sakana yaskunu sukunan. And I mentioned about want. Right? Arada yuridu irodatan. Okay. So be okay. Next week I'll test you all from here 16 to 30. Alright. So make sure you memorize in your son. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Last week did I finish I finished until form number 7, right? Correct. Or 8. I finished until form number 8. Was it correct? Did I finish until form number 8? Or no? Did I? Do you remember? Did I finish until 8 or I know I did 5 and 6. Forms 5 and 6 last weekend. Did I do 7 and 8? Do you remember? Do you remember if I did 7 and 8? Yes, okay, 7 and 8. That means 9 and 10 I have not done. Right? 9 and 10 I have not done. Correct? Okay. Yes. Waalaikumsalam. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm. 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 Okay. 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 So 5, 6, 7, 8, past and present. You all try on your own the command tense and at least the command tense. Because Mazda I said I'll give it to you, right? Mazda said give it to you, but then the command tense I said try to figure out the command tense because command tense follows some ruling, kan? You remember? There's a ruling for command tense. Alright, do you all try? You all try doing it on your own. Okay, let me just draw it out, okay? Okay, so we have okay, let me just put the first form in first, and then the 7, 8, and 9th form, It's the past tense, present tense. Okay, past tense, present tense, command tense here. Command tense, and then you have the verbal noun, correct? The verbal noun here, and then the doer, and then on. Correct. Past, present, command, verbal noun, doer, then on. Okay. All right. So first form. We always go back to the first form as reference. So I taught you all last week the fifth form, correct? the sixth form, the seventh form, right, the eighth form. Okay, inshallah today I'll go later on, if you have time, inshallah we'll go into the ninth form and the 10th form. Okay, and so the first form is fa'ala, right? Fa'ala or fa'ula or fa'ila, right? I'll not put ain because the ain can take many harakats, different harakats depending on the word. Okay, fa'ala, yaf'alu, for example, right? And then so here I have if al, right? Sukun at the back. Okay, then here is depends. Then here is a fa'il, doer, right? The doer of the noun, right? A doer of the verb. Then there's a maf'ul. Okay, maf'ul. Okay, so last week I told you about the fifth form. I'm not going to change color because it takes a lot of time. But last week I showed you all the additions with different colors, right? So you all should have your own notes to refer to. So the fifth form is tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. Right? The present tense is ya tafa'alu. Right? Ya tafa'alu. Okay, so how do I make it into a command tense now? So following the rulings that I gave you all previously, and how you make something in the command tense is that you first throw away the mudari letter, and the ya gets thrown away. And so you throw it away first. So you write down what it is. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu. Right? So you write down what is remaining. Right? And then you maintain all the harakats. Right? And then you sukunkan the last letter. Then, right? Tafa'al. Tafa'al. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu tafa'al. The last one is a sukun. Okay? Alright. Very simple. Just remove the it's not a ya one. Just erase the parts. Okay, tafa'al. Okay, just remove the ya letter and it's pronounceable. Remember I mentioned that if the first letter is a sukun, they must put an alif at the front. Right? But if it's not a sukun, then just leave it as it is. Okay, the masdar or the verbal noun is basically the past tense word. The ain letter is a dhamma. So it looks like this. Tafa'ul. Tafa'ul. Right, so a common word that we know is tadarrasa, yatadarrasu, tadarras, tadarrus. Right, you know how you read Quran one after another? You say that you're doing tadarrus of the Quran, meaning that you are doing you're studying the Quran together. Okay, the doer form is always a meme in front for all of them. Remember, it's always a meme in front. The meme takes the place of the mudari letter, the ya. So everything else stays in place with the mudari meaning the present tense. The present tense word, everything stays in its place except the first letter becomes a meme. So the ta, the fa, the ain, and the lam comes in. Right, so it is mu, ta, fa. Remember, the word will be a kasra, mutafa'il. And then the done on will be mu, ta, fa, mu, ta, fa, al. The done on will be a fatha. Alright? Just combine the meme together with them. Okay? And mutafa'al. Then mutafa'al. So similarly with the sixth form. So the sixth form was like this, right? It was tafa'ala. Correct? Tafa'ala. So it was ya tafa'alu. Okay, So the command tense is drop the ya of the mudari becomes tafa'al bersukun. Tafa'ala yatafa'alu tafa'al. Right, the masdar, very simple, go back to the present tense and change the ain letter into a dhamma. So tafa'ul, 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 and then the dua, right, so the change is the dhamma. Okay, the dua is with mim in front. Okay, so it becomes mu tafa mutafa'il. You can guess it, inshallah. Mutafa. All this I'll give you meaning to them in a while. For now, you're just learning what they are. Mutafa'al. Tamam? Mutafa'al. Okay, alhamdulillah. There's a few more to go. Right, 7 and then last week I till 7. Right, 7 is 7 and 7 n, so it's a nun. So it's imfa'ala. Imfa'ala. Yanfa'ilu. Yanfa'ilu. Okay, so to make it into a command tense, you drop the ya. I drop the ya of the mudhari. Like this, correct? You like this. Okay, so now the nun is not pronounceable. You put back the alif. Okay, the alif is put back. The alif is put back. Okay, so infa'il. Infa'ala yanfa'ilu infa'il. Like that. Okay. Okay. And then the masdar is im Allah. Im fi Allah. Im. Okay, so the masdar is imfi'al. Imfi'al is the masdar. Imfi'al. And then the do and then on. Again with the mim. Right? So infa'ala yanfa'ilu. So you go back to your present tense. So munfa'il. Munfa'il and munfa'al. Munfa'il. And you have munfa'al. So again kasra and dhamma. Munfa'al. Okay, munfa'al. All these tables is keep by your side, and I will teach you as we go along, inshallah. So number 8 is ifta'ala. If you remember, ifta'ala. Okay, then becomes yafta'ilu. Yafta'ilu. The command tense is, again, you remove the ya, you find the fa to have a sukun, you put back the alif. Okay, if following the same harakats as the present tense, so it's ifta'ala yafta'ilu ifta'il sukun, ifta'il. And then here is ifti'al. 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 And then so you go back to the present tense. Yafta'ilu, mufta'ilu. So it's mufta'ilu. Mu here and then mu here. And mufta'ilu and mufta'alu. Same, as you can see, there's a state the pattern going on. So it's kasra here and fatha there. Mufta'ilu. And here is mufta'alu. Mufta'alu. Okay, all right. So that is form 5, 6, 7, 8. Give 2 more forms to go, right? Then we're done with all the forms. Then I will show you application. How do we apply all these forms? Okay, who is copying? Right, so form number 9. Form number 9 is like this. Form number 9, it has an alif extra that is at the front. Okay. And then it is shadda on the last letter. Shadda on the last letter. Okay. So how do you pronounce it? This form number 9. If Allah. Right? Right? This form is mainly used for colors or traits. So like in the Quran it says is wadda, it blackened. Is farra, it yellowed. Ibyadda, it whitened. Right? So it tends to be a verb for colors. Something turning into a particular color. Alright, so let me just put the other part in. Right, so present tense, yeah. And then put in the words. Okay. Yaf'alu. Yaf'al. Iswadda, yaswaddu. Tamam, if'alu. And then the command tense, like replace the ya with alif. The 9th form is not very frequently used, unless you want to colorize things lah. Right? So if if'al. If'al. Okay. And then the masdar form, if okay, if ilal, if ilal. Okay. Okay, and the do and then on again from the present tense. Muswadda. Usually there's no doer, but there is a done on. Okay, a done on like this. Or say mufa'alla. Mufa'alla. Muf'alla. Muf'alla. That means the person who was blackened or the person who was whitened. Muswaddat. Muswaddat wujuhum. Right, their faces are whitened. Okay. The last one, number 10. Number 9, don't worry so much about it. Number 9 is very, very rarely used. But if you see it lah. Okay, number 10 is a very common one. Right, number 10 is very common. It starts with alif, sin, and ta. Extra. Alif, sin, and ta are the additional letters. Okay. Right, so here you will find ya, sin and ta as additional letters. And then here is alif, sin and ta again. And then here is alif, sin, ta. It's an alif here. Okay, then here is mim, sin, ta. And here is mim, sin, ta. Okay, last one. Okay, the first one is istaf'ala. Istaf'ala. Right? The word that we're used to is istaghfara. Right? Istighfar. Right? So istaf'ala. Yastaf'ilu. Yastaf'ilu. استفعل. استغفار. استغفر. تمام. استفعل. It's a command tense. استفعل. Okay. Here is if'alal. Okay. Istif'al. Okay. Istighfar. Istighfar is the 10 form. So istaghfara, yastaghfiru, istaghfir, istighfar. Istaf'ala, yastaf'ilu, istaf'al, istif'al. Mustaghfir. Mustaghfir bidhanbihi. The one who is seeking forgiveness. Mustaf'il and mustaghfar means that they are forgiven. Mustaf'il. Okay? Ken? Are you okay? Okay. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Okay? Alright. So if you all are okay with this, the forms, inshallah next week I want to go through the dictionary with you all, so that, and all this is basically to enable you all for dictionary usage, to prepare yourself for proper dictionary for a student of knowledge. Right, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go take a break. I'll share my screen from my phone to show you the dictionary. Right, so I hope you're okay. Right, you always screenshot whatever I wrote, then I can move to the next part. Is there any questions? Okay. Alright, let me just share. Okay, everybody okay? So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I cannot share screen. Wait, let me try my other phone. Because I'm going to show you how it is like from the phone. So hopefully you all can download this onto the phone. That's our ID, our meeting ID. Our meeting ID is 24. Okay. Okay. I stop sharing first.